Hi, it's Neva at timeforinvesting.com and
Rachel.
so this is my daughter Rachel, so she's gonna be in the video today. So today's video, number one, is my book has been officially published. It's out. So 2 years in the making, and so all those late nights, early mornings, getting it out. I'm so happy. That's what I'm doing right now. Is I'm still here in the office. I'm signing some of the books that people ordered and some that I'm giving away. So I wanted to get on real quick because I promised to do a giveaway for YouTube. So for YouTube to enter, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, and at the bottom of this video in the comment section, just write, "I want blood, sweat, and goals." I want blood, sweat, and gold. That's the name of the book. So, and that's how you'll enter. In the contest, I'm going to let it run for 2 weeks. And at the end of the 2 weeks, I'm going to pick 3 people. And then I'll contact you, let you know you won. And you'll get a free copy of the book that I'll also autograph. So today for the video, the topic though, is kind of more like a chit chat video. I wanted to go into some of the challenges I overcame in the beginning and what I recommend to overcome those challenges. And also, I got an email from Jordan. I'm just going to read a little bit of it because it's pretty long, just so you can understand the direction the video is going to go today. So here we go. So Jordan, he says he's a new investor in the Tampa area, and he came across my website, and after reading my bio, he wanted to reach out as our stories are very relatable. Now he goes into and he asks, would you mind sharing the challenges you came across as a new investor and how exactly you overcame them? I know I should probably start off with a direct mail campaign to start building a pipeline, but I'm struggling to determine what lists are the best to go after. Absentee owner, expired listings, or for sale by owner. Also, he mentions, here are some low-cost marketing initiatives I have taken. So he says he's done business cards, social media, real estate investor meetings, yellow letters, we buy houses, t-shirt and hat, word of mouth, mailing postcards to for sale by owners for rent and expired listings. Could you give me any pointers on any additional marketing tactics I can do to start getting my phone ringing? Okay, so what I wanted to touch on is in the beginning, I had a ton of challenges because everything was new to me. I wasn't very familiar with, I didn't even know what wholesaling was. And so I was learning everything at once. And I think that's a good thing because I hadn't really learned a lot of bad habits, but it was a bad thing in that, I had to learn everything all at the same time. And what I would recommend that I wanted to touch on, why I said I'm going to make this more, a little chit chat, grab some tea, some coffee, just hang out with me a little bit, is that sometimes when people send me emails, it's hard for me to answer because I would have to expound so much on what is needed to be successful, to be a successful investor. So I want to touch on a couple of things in this video. And number one, I can't stress enough how important it is that you realize that you have to know marketing as much as you know real estate. So as soon as you choose what method of real estate investing you're going to do, you have to also study marketing and really know a lot about marketing to be successful. So some of the things, for instance, he mentions that he's done is business cards. I think that's great. I just got mine really low cost on Vistaprint. So that's what I would recommend. He mentioned social media. The thing I want to touch on with social media is I've never been able to draw in an actual lead through social media. How social media has been helpful to me is that when I'm trying to track down someone or I'm having a really hard time finding someone and I search for people. So I have found people on Facebook. And what I've done is, I don't even know if some of you know, but at the very top on the search for Facebook, in that bar, you can even put phone numbers. And Facebook has linked, I guess somehow, I guess some people enter their phone numbers into Facebook or something like that. But if you go in and search by the phone number, the person's profile will actually come up. So you can try that. So that's how I've actually found people sometimes that the mailing address I have is incorrect or we lost touch somehow. But you guys know, I've mentioned before, I use TLO to find people, and so sometimes I can't find the address. I may have like an old phone number, but somehow I've been able to find people on Facebook. So so searching for people I think is good, but actually pulling in a lead, I used to have a We Buy Houses page, but I just never pulled in a lead that way. Is why is what I want to stress. If anyone's had success doing that, please, leave it in the comments below. We can all, share what we've done to be successful in different areas. So that's how I view social media. So I'm just saying that I don't know if I would pick that as one of my marketing tactics in the beginning to pull in leads, because it may, just take so long to pull in a lead that way. The other thing, he said, real estate investor meetings. That's great, I think, to learn and for motivation, but you're not going to get a lead that way. Yellow letters are great. We Buy Houses, t-shirt, and hat. If you're getting that like for free, because I know like Vistaprint, when I make big orders, they'll have things that are free. So that's how I've gotten like t-shirts, hats, bags, but I wouldn't like take hard-earned money and actually pay for those items. So that would be my recommendation there. The next one he said he's done is word of mouth. That's absolutely excellent. And the next one, mailing postcards to for sale by owner for rent and expired listings. Now, what I wanted to touch on with this, I really think in the beginning you should only pick 3 marketing tactics and stick to them. Because the thing is, if you have too many, what I found is your time is spread across too many. For you to go on social media, for you to get your mailings out, like it all takes time. So I think you should pick 3 and say, okay, this is what I'm going to focus on. And you only do those 3. So pick your top 3 marketing methods that you want to use to get your phone ringing. Because the thing is, like he mentioned to me, he's asking me about the list, absentee owners, expired listings, for sale by owners. I've gotten leads from all of those. But the thing is, you have to decide which one you want to focus on, because what you have to do is, say, okay, because what I did, I focused on absentee owner, right? What you have to do, if you say, I'm going to focus on absentee owner, what you have to do, and what has been successful for me, is I memorized every single thing that I was going to say or to the seller, every single question that I wanted to make sure. I memorized the entire thing, my opening, my closing. Stop. I memorized everything so that if I get nervous or just anything happens, I'm not focused on what I'm going to say, because it's like it was so memorized that it would just naturally come no matter what happened. And once I did that, I saw huge changes in converting people from being a lead where they're just dialing in and then somehow we're not getting to actually closing a deal. Once I memorized every single thing, I saw a huge difference in me actually starting to close deals. And so that would be my tip. Pick 3 marketing tactics that you're going to focus on. Pick 1 group of sellers that you're going to focus on, and then memorize every single thing, your entire script. That entire script from beginning to end, all your questions, everything must be memorized. I mean, it needs to be memorized to the point it's like saying your name. It's like you don't forget what your name is. That's how much you need to memorize it, because the more natural you are, stop, Rachel, the more natural you are, I guess it just sells better. Or maybe the other person doesn't feel, I guess, that you're selling, or you come off more knowledgeable, more comfortable. So that's what the thing is. When you're starting out, start as small as possible so that you can be efficient. So don't pick 3, 4, or 5 different lists. If you're going to do expired listings, only do expired listings and then become a pro at expired listings, because what you want to do is you want to know every single thing about expired listings. You want to know when the list comes out. You want to know you just want to learn every single thing about it. If you're doing for sale by owner, you want to learn every single thing about for sale by owners. If you're doing absentee owners, you want to learn every single thing about absentee owners. And then that smaller list you get, and then you market, keep marketing and marketing and marketing, your phone will start to ring. And that's what I wanted to say. As far as pointers on getting your phone to ring, you have to get your phone number out there and just put your number everywhere. Put your phone number everywhere. I have my phone number everywhere. People call me. It's on my YouTube, my email. I'm like, call me. So I get people that just come across me online. So put your number and your website everywhere. And when you mail out your postcards and your yellow letters, make sure all your contact information is on them: phone number, email, and website, so that people can contact you. And again, to get your phone ringing, you have to market to that same group over and over and over again. And I know that's the part that is so hard, but I'm telling you, people will call you like a year later. It's crazy. So you have to keep marketing and marketing and marketing. A lot of deals that I've gotten is because I stayed in the game. It's because I stayed here, whereas people have saved postcards from other people. They were trying to reach them. They couldn't reach them, and then they called me, and they reached me. So many times people will say, oh, because honestly, when you start to go to these seller houses, you're going to see they get flooded with mail. There's like 15 postcards, 15 yellow letters, and you have to stand out as well. And so that's the thing is, though, sometimes people go to call those people and nobody picks up, or they leave a message, no one calls back. So sometimes they'll say, Neva, you're the first live person that I actually got on the phone. So just keep marketing, because they will call you. They may not call you instantly, but your situation may end up like mine, where it takes you 8 months. It took me 8 months of marketing and doing just doing everything. I had a mentor. I was doing everything. And I was starting to get discouraged. Like, man, people are getting deals around me, and I'm marketing and I'm not getting anything. So it took me 8 months until I closed my first deal. And my first deal, the first deal I made was $13,750. And then, I've gone on to do so many deals that when I think about it now, I'm like amazed, because I still see the girl that was like so new to everything, so overwhelmed with everything that I was learning. And just to know that, I got to the point where I have a system in place now, it's like, it's just an amazing thing. So I definitely just want to encourage any new person that is not getting the amount of incoming calls that they like. While you're waiting for the phone to do everything, but while you're waiting for the phone to start ringing, like I said, memorize everything. Pick your specialty and memorize everything. And I'm telling you, study that market. If you're doing absentee owners, like I do absentee owners, and I can tell you now, oh my goodness, I can tell you everything about absentee owners, okay? There's very few questions anyone can ask me about absentee owners, and if not, I know where to go and look and find the answer, because that is what I have said. This is my niche, and I'm going to go after absentee owners. So that's what you have to do. If you're going to do expired listings, which is a great list, expired listings are a great list. What I'm saying is go after it. Don't try to be a pro in the beginning. Try to do foreclosures, absentee owner, because you're going to find each niche has different requirements. Expired listings, just different things that your script needs to say versus an absentee owner. Your foreclosure list, there's different things that you need to say to convert a foreclosure person versus converting an expired listings person. So that's what I'm saying. You have to pick the niche you're going with, and then you have to memorize the script for that niche. And there's tons of scripts out there. I can start, if those are things that you guys want, thumbs up the video. Those are things that I will start. The sun is coming out now on us. Those are things that I can start, posting or sending to my list. But there's scripts all over the internet. But these scripts are not going to work unless you memorize them. You cannot fumble. You have to just know it. Like I said, like it just flows out naturally. So that's my little chit chat. Like I said, this is like our little chit chat video for today. I'm gonna continue signing these books. I really gotta get these books out, you guys. I really didn't know it would take so much. I'm gonna show you guys. We got some on the table here. Hold on, let me see if I can see. These are the ones. And if you guys look over here on my wall, I write because I forget a lot. So I write a lot of things on my wall, put it up, my prayers, things I just want to remember for clarity and things like that. I'm trying to move the computer to see. And then I got the box here. Oh, I don't think you can see it. The box with the books. And then, oh yeah, these are the ones that I signed. I can't really show the whole thing. But this box is up against that wall, just stacked. And I'm like, so right now, this box I'm trying to get out. These mailers are $250. I'm trying to sign all these and get them out. So, like I said, but get the book. Get the book. It's amazing. I share all, what I went through in the beginning, starting out. I talk about, just everything I went through that I was like, people were telling me I wasn't going to be successful in my market because I'm Black and my market is predominantly white. I talk about that and what I did to really overcome that. I talk about when I went to the bank with my $40,000 check and they wouldn't accept the check because they thought the check was fake. Just all the obstacles that I went through in the beginning, just starting out, trying to find a mentor. My horrible story of my very first mentor was a horrible experience for me. So it took me a while to ever, even want to get a mentor again. And I just share, just really transparent, full stories of, my life and how, because the thing that I really want to get across is none of this came from me overnight. I was born in Jamaica. I grew up in Brooklyn, New York. I've been in the States since I was about 4 years old. My parents did not have like a lot of education and those types of things. So there's a lot of things that I had to overcome. But I just want to encourage other people so that if you see me and I'm doing this, you definitely 100% can do it, because I'm not here because life was easier for me or because I didn't have obstacles, because I had a ton. And that's why it's called Blood, Sweat, and Goals, because that's what all of that is what went into being successful. Everything, all the tips, all the strategies that I use, all that I cover in the book. So, oh, you see the back? She's my little promoter. So that's my chit chat for today. And remember to, like the video, subscribe, and then in the comments write, I want Blood, Sweat, and Goals to enter the contest to get your free copy of the book. And
I haven't seen these books before anyway.
Yeah. But so wishing you all the best. And take care and see you next video. And we can get out the sun. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And, but the sun's kind of hot though.